This is your final chance to know the truth. Your daughter is. Archangel Michael says, there are messages that come only once, when the veil between the hidden and the seen grows thin, and the truth that has long been concealed must be brought into the open. This is not just another moment of warning, but a divine unfolding where your heart is called to pay attention, for your daughter stands at the center of a revelation that has been quietly moving toward you. The time for silence has ended, and the hour for uncovering the truth has now arrived. There are forces around her, some cloaked in disguise, others moving in plain sight yet never revealed to you until this moment. Her path, her choices, and even the very air surrounding her carry secrets that were not meant for your ears until now. The silence that has followed you for months, the subtle signs, the sudden changes, these are not coincidences, but pieces of the greater truth heaven has been preparing to reveal. This is your final chance to listen with undivided attention. If you turn away, the chance may not return, and the consequences could spiral beyond your control. Yet, if you stay, if you lean into this message and allow it to pierce your soul, you will know not just the truth, but the guidance that shields, the light that protects, and the strength that carries you forward. From this very moment, imagine yourself being taken by the hand and led through a door where the unseen becomes visible. Every word you will hear is designed to build layer upon layer until the revelation becomes so clear, so undeniable, that you cannot escape it. For your daughter's life and your destiny are intertwined in this unfolding, and the heavens are watching to see how you respond. The truth has always been near you, lingering in conversations left unfinished, in the late-night silence when your thoughts wander, and in the restless stirring of your heart. You may have dismissed it before, believing it was just doubt or worry, but those feelings were warnings gently placed upon your spirit. Heaven has watched as you carried this weight, not knowing where it led, not realizing that it was tied directly to your daughter. The revelation will not come in fragments, it will strike like a bell that echoes through the air, a sound that cannot be mistaken. She has been surrounded by movements you did not see, whispers you were never meant to hear, and decisions that took shape in secrecy. The people around her are not all who they claim to be, and this is why the urgency presses upon you so heavily right now. It will be difficult to accept at first, because the truth about her has been buried beneath smiles and assurances. The layers are thick, but they are peeling back quickly now. When the light strikes, it will not be gentle, it will pour out all at once, and the reality you never imagined will stand before you. What you are about to learn may shock you, but it will also awaken you to the power of divine protection that has never left her side. The truth was delayed so that the timing would bring both clarity and deliverance. Now that timing has come, and this message is your doorway into it. Your daughter has carried a secret burden, one that she has struggled to share but never fully voiced. In her silence, she has been tested by those who sought to control, manipulate, and use her vulnerability for their own advantage. The movements have been subtle, but the intention behind them is dark, and the heavens have grown restless with their schemes. There is someone near her who has been weaving shadows into her path, masking their intentions with kindness while hiding their deeper plan. This is why you are being warned, because their mask is beginning to slip, and soon what they truly are will be revealed. They never expected divine light to expose them, but their time of hiding has ended. Your daughter's spirit has been stronger than they realized, though. She has carried within her a resilience, a flame that could not be extinguished. Every attempt to bring her down has only awakened her further, and that is why the heavens have chosen to reveal the truth to you now. The shift is happening quickly. The choices she will make in the coming days are critical, and the support you give her will decide whether she rises into the freedom that has been ordained for her, or whether she stumbles under the weight of the manipulation surrounding her. This is why this message presses with such urgency. Type Amen 555 to release heavenly protection over your daughter right now. The energy around her life has been marked with both danger and destiny. The two have been colliding, fighting for control of her story, and now the balance is tipping. The divine realm has decreed that the danger must be brought into the light so that destiny can fully rise. She is stepping into a turning point. It may not be obvious in her everyday actions, but inside her heart, she knows something is changing. She feels it in her steps, in her dreams, in the strange weight she sometimes carries without explanation. Those who have watched her from the shadows are beginning to grow impatient. They see her strength, her potential, and they know that if she breaks free now, they will lose the control they sought to maintain. That is why their actions are becoming bolder, and their moves riskier. You must not dismiss these signs. Every detail matters. Every small shift in her world is leading to the larger unveiling of what has been hidden all along. The shadows around your daughter did not appear overnight, they have been slowly forming, waiting for a moment of weakness, waiting for a chance to pull her into something she was never meant to carry. Yet heaven has been observing every movement, ensuring that she is never left alone in this unseen battle. The urgency in this message is not to create fear, but to prepare you for the moment when truth collides with her reality. She has been placed under silent observation by those who envy her, who want to see her stumble, who cannot bear the thought of her rising to the fullness of her calling. They pretend to be friends, allies, even guides, but their motives are poisoned with self-interest. This is why the veil must be lifted now, so that you can recognize them before they succeed in pulling her deeper into their net. Your daughter has been marked by divine favor since birth. That is why the forces of darkness have always tried to circle around her. They cannot stand the light she carries, and so they look for cracks, weaknesses, and vulnerabilities where they might slip through. Even now, as you listen, heaven is aligning pieces in her life so that the truth is not only revealed but also confronted. The masks are falling. The hands that have hidden in shadows are being pulled into the light, and their plots are being torn apart by divine intervention. Type Amen 999 to declare protection and victory over her life. The truth is sharper than any illusion, and when it comes, it will be undeniable. Your daughter has felt the pressure, even if she has not spoken it aloud. The late nights, the silence in her eyes, the weight she carries without explanation, these are signals that something deeper has been stirring. Her destiny has always been one of elevation. She was born to bring light, to step into places where others feared to go, and to transform them by her presence. But the closer she draws to her purpose, the stronger the resistance becomes. Archangel Michael says, the reason this truth is coming now is because she is on the threshold of a choice. That choice will either bind her to a cycle of confusion and delay, or it will release her into the freedom and clarity she was destined for. This is not just another season, this is the crossroads. The people who circle her are aware of her potential, and that is why they are moving with greater urgency. They want to trap her in a situation where her voice is silenced, her influence diminished, and her power broken. But heaven has stepped in to break the cycle before it takes root. There is more. Her story is tied not only to her life but also to yours. The choices she makes ripple into your world, your peace, and your future. That is why you have been chosen as the one to hear this revelation. You are not just a bystander, you are the one divinely positioned to shield her in this hour. In her silence, she has been waiting for a signal, a sign that she is not alone. This message is not just for you, it is also for her spirit to know that heaven has not abandoned her. Every prayer you have whispered, every worry you carried, has been gathered and heard. The danger lies not in her own weakness, but in the calculated deception of others. They cloak themselves in kindness, in advice, in offers of opportunity, but their roots are twisted. They want her bound in obligation, chained by invisible cords of control. But the cords are breaking. Even now, light is piercing the falsehoods, and the walls built around her are crumbling. She is stepping into a season where truth will chase away every illusion, and what is real will remain unshaken. Type Amen 111 if you believe her chains are falling and her freedom is near. Her future is bright, but it is being tested. The trials are not meant to destroy her but to prove the strength that already lies within her. Heaven never allows battles without purpose, and this battle is designed to reveal the depth of her calling. She is not ordinary. That is why her path cannot be ordinary. The resistance is the evidence of the greatness within her, and though she may have felt fragile in moments, she is stronger than she realizes. The truth will unfold in a way that shocks those who thought they could manipulate her. Their exposure will not come slowly, it will be sudden, undeniable, and irreversible. What they planned in secret will turn against them, and their schemes will collapse. And when this happens, you will see her rise with a strength you never imagined. You will recognize that all along, she was being shaped, refined, and prepared for the greater story of her life. Her life is standing at the edge of revelation, and the curtain that once shielded her secrets is now being pulled back. The truth cannot remain hidden any longer, because the heavens have decreed that what was whispered in shadows must be spoken in the open. Every movement around her is shifting, every hidden connection unraveling, and soon the world will see what has been concealed. She has walked through storms you never fully saw. She carried battles that were silent, wounds that she never shared, and questions that she buried within her heart. The heavens watched her struggle, and though it seemed she was alone, divine protection never left her side. The final chance has come for this truth to reach you because delay is no longer safe. If the warnings had been kept back any longer, the danger would have tightened its grip, and the outcome could have been destructive. That is why you are being given this chance now, to step into awareness and to walk with strength in guiding her. The ones who surrounded her believed they had time. They thought they could continue their hidden plans unnoticed, weaving their influence into her choices and bending her trust toward their hands. But their arrogance blinded them, and now light is striking their falsehoods like thunder piercing through a storm. Your daughter has always carried a divine mark, and those who recognize spiritual light are drawn to it. Some are drawn in admiration and love, but others are drawn in envy and malice. They cannot create what she carries, so they attempt to steal, copy, or corrupt it. Archangel Michael says, the reason these hidden truths matter is because they have been delaying her destiny. Every distraction, every false connection, every wrong influence was strategically placed to pull her away from her divine path. But no chain is strong enough to bind what heaven has already chosen. There is a heaviness you may have felt recently, a restlessness in your spirit when you thought of her. That weight was not random, it was the pressing of divine warning upon your heart. Now you see why, because the unseen has always been closer than you realized. Your awareness in this hour is not just about knowing the truth, it is about standing in position to protect and guide her as the truth unfolds. The heavens have armed you with discernment, and the time to use it has come. Type Amen 2323 if you are ready to stand as her shield in this hour. Her silence has been misunderstood. Some may believe she is distant, distracted, or uncertain, but in reality, she has been carrying knowledge that is too heavy to voice. She has known there were things hidden around her, but fear has stopped her from speaking. She has seen glimpses of betrayal, fragments of dishonesty, and flashes of danger, but she doubted whether her voice would be believed. That is why she stayed quiet, waiting for a moment when the truth would confirm itself. Now that moment is here, and her silence is about to break. The truth will not arrive gently, it will pour out like water breaking through a dam. Once it begins, it will not stop until every hidden detail is revealed. The ones who thought they could silence her will find themselves exposed, unable to deny what has been revealed. And you, who hear this message, will understand why this warning came with such urgency. It is because you are meant to stand by her side when her voice finally rises. Type Amen 1010 if you believe her silence is about to turn into strength. Her story has been carefully watched by heaven, and every step has been measured. Even in moments when she stumbled, there was purpose in the fall, for it allowed her to see the truth of who was with her and who was against her. She has learned lessons in silence that others never understood. Now, her spirit is awakening to a deeper knowing. She can no longer deny what she feels, and she will no longer accept the illusions placed before her. Her eyes are opening fully, and once they are open, nothing can close them again. Those who sought to trap her will try one last attempt, a desperate effort to keep her bound. They will push harder, speak sweeter lies, and mask themselves more carefully, but it will not work. Their end is near, and their downfall is tied to the very truth that is about to rise. When their exposure comes, it will be sudden, sharp, and unstoppable. And when it happens, she will walk forward free, carrying the light she was destined to shine. The heavens are not just revealing the truth, they are also restoring what has been lost. Time that was stolen will be returned. Opportunities that were delayed will suddenly open. The strength that was drained from her will rise again with greater force. Her story is not ending in loss. It is transforming into a testimony of victory, of resilience, and of divine justice. The tears she has shed in secret will soon turn into strength that radiates from her spirit. You will see her shift before your eyes. She will no longer walk as the one who carried hidden battles, but as the one who overcame them. Every shadow that tried to hold her will vanish when her true light shines. And you will know, without question, that this was her destiny all along, to pass through the storm and emerge unshaken, unstoppable, and undeniable. Type Amen 2020 if you are ready to witness her transformation into victory. The truth is building like a rising storm, each wave stronger than the one before, and your daughter is standing in the center of it. The air around her is heavy with destiny, yet it is also filled with the whispers of those who sought to mislead her. But their time of deception is running out, and every mask they wear is beginning to shatter. She has been walking through paths carefully laid before her, some filled with light, others set like traps. In her innocence, she believed some of those who stood near her, trusting their voices, holding on to their words. Yet deep inside, her spirit sensed a shadow behind their smiles, and that unease has been growing louder with each passing day. Now comes the moment where the hidden becomes visible, where the secrets can no longer remain buried. She is about to be confronted with the reality of who is truly for her and who is against her. This unveiling will not just change her life, it will alter yours, for your destiny is tied to her in ways you have not yet realized. You are her anchor, and without your awareness, she would be vulnerable to their influence. But because you are here, because you are listening now, the heavens are equipping you to step into the role that will shift her future forever. Type Amen 3333 to receive divine strength as her protector. There are movements happening around her right now, decisions being made without her knowledge. Those who wish to harm her believe their steps are hidden, but nothing escapes the eyes of heaven. Every plan they design is being recorded, every intention exposed before it can take root. Her path is being cleared, though she does not yet see it. The stumbling blocks are being removed, the traps are being dismantled, and the walls set against her are collapsing. What was once meant to bind her will now serve as proof of her strength. This truth is not only about protection, it is about revelation. She is destined to rise, but for her rise to be complete, the falsehoods around her must crumble. That is why this hour carries such urgency. The destruction of illusions is the first step toward her freedom. The heavens have chosen to act swiftly. You may notice sudden shifts, conversations changing unexpectedly, or people revealing their true nature without warning. These are not accidents, they are signs that the exposure has already begun. Type Amen 4545 to align with the swiftness of divine revelation. The weight she carries has made her weary, yet that same weight has sharpened her. She has grown wiser, stronger, more discerning, even though she sometimes doubts herself. The very storms meant to break her have been shaping her into someone unshakable. Archangel Michael says, "The truth you are about to see is not to destroy your daughter, but to release her into a higher level of strength." The unveiling may sting at first, because it will reveal betrayal where trust once lived. But once the pain clears, freedom will take its place, and she will never again be bound by those illusions. You will notice her eyes change. The clarity will come, and suddenly she will speak with a confidence that was not there before. Her voice will carry authority, her decisions will be sharper, and the hesitation that once held her back will dissolve. This change is not temporary, it is permanent. Once awakened, she cannot return to the shadows. Once freed, she will never again be trapped. Type Amen 5656 to declare her awakening in strength. The revelation will not come in whispers, it will come in waves. First, a sign will appear, something so unusual you cannot dismiss it. Then another, stronger than the last, confirming that heaven is moving. And finally, the full truth will strike, undeniable, unstoppable, and irreversible. When it comes, her enemies will not be able to deny it. Their exposure will be complete, and their power will be stripped away. What they once held over her will vanish, and their grip will break like glass. In that moment, you will see her step into her true light. The heaviness will fall, the silence will break, and the strength she was always meant to carry will shine brighter than ever before. You will know this was the reason the heavens sent this message with such urgency. And as her story shifts, yours will shift too, for her destiny is woven into your own. The blessing that rests upon her will flow into your life, bringing renewal, peace, and abundance. Type Amen 6767 if you are ready to step into this shared victory with her. The battle has been fierce, but the victory is already written. She is not just surviving, she is overcoming. The final chance to know the truth has been given to you so that you may walk with her into freedom, not watch from the sidelines. This is your moment of awakening, your moment of alignment, your moment of preparation. Nothing that rises against her will succeed, because divine authority has already decreed her triumph. The shadows cannot win, for light has claimed her. Her future is protected, her path is secured, and her heart is being restored. The truth that comes will not destroy her, it will set her free. And once free, she will rise into everything she was always meant to be. Type Amen 7878 if you believe her destiny is unstoppable and her future is already victorious. The hours leading to this revelation have been building quietly, almost unnoticed, like a storm gathering strength beyond the horizon. Your daughter may not yet realize it, but everything around her has been moving toward this very moment. It is not coincidence that you are hearing this now, it is divine timing, chosen precisely for you to act before the hidden becomes irreversible. She is walking a line between danger and destiny. On one side stand those who want to consume her light, draining her energy, leaving her powerless. On the other side stands the divine plan, waiting to usher her into strength, purpose, and freedom. The struggle has been intense because the stakes are higher than you know. The signs have been in front of you, sudden changes in her tone, moments of distance in her eyes, sudden hesitations when she speaks about certain things. These are not ordinary shifts, they are signals that something unseen has been weighing her down. And now, the heavens are giving you this final chance to see it before the truth bursts open on its own. The mask of those around her is slipping. They can no longer hold the image they've been projecting, because divine light is pulling at every crack in their disguise. Soon, she will see them for what they truly are, and when she does, her path will change forever. Type Amen 3030 if you are ready to receive the strength to guide her through this unveiling. The forces against her are not just people, they are energies, patterns, and cycles that have tried to repeat themselves across time. These cycles come through familiar faces, familiar words, familiar traps, all designed to make her believe she cannot rise. Yet, each time she resists, she breaks another piece of their chain. She was born with a resilience that defies logic. Even in moments where she seemed to falter, she was learning, adapting, and growing stronger. What others thought would crush her became the very fire that shaped her into someone unshakable. Now she is nearing the climax of this battle. The final attempt will come, it always does before freedom arrives. But unlike before, she will not face it unaware. This time, she is supported, watched, and shielded by divine authority. And you, as her anchor, are being prepared to stand beside her when the storm hits. The revelation is not meant to create fear, it is meant to create awareness. Once you see the truth, you cannot be deceived. Once she sees the truth, she cannot be bound. Together, you will walk through this unveiling and into freedom. Type Amen 9191 if you are ready to break the last cycle of deception in her life. She is being prepared for a rise greater than she has ever imagined. The weight she carries now is only temporary, for it will transform into the wings that lift her higher. Everything that seemed delayed will suddenly move quickly once the truth is revealed. Archangel Michael says, "This is not an ordinary season, it is a divine turning point." The choices made in this moment will echo into her future, shaping not just her life but the lives of those connected to her. This is why the heavens press upon you with such urgency now. You may notice sudden shifts in the people around her. Some will distance themselves without reason, others will speak words that reveal what they had hidden, and still others will attempt to cling tighter to her. Do not ignore these movements, they are signs that the unveiling is already underway. The exposure will come in layers, like curtains being pulled back one by one. At first it may seem small, but as the pieces fall into place, the full picture will be undeniable. And when it is complete, there will be no doubt about who truly stands with her and who has always been against her. Type Amen 4646 to receive the eyes to see clearly and the heart to guide her through this exposure. Her destiny is protected, but it requires courage. She must step away from the familiar shadows that have surrounded her and walk boldly into the unknown light. At first, it will feel uncomfortable, even frightening, because the illusions were so convincing. But once she takes that step, she will never want to return to the life of half-truths and hidden motives. The heavens are not only exposing her enemies, they are also strengthening her allies. You will find new support rising in unexpected places, people sent to encourage, uplift, and guide her when the old ones fall away. What she loses in false connections will be replaced with genuine ones that cannot be shaken. The timing of this revelation is perfect. It may feel late to you, but it is right on schedule in the divine plan. Every delay had a purpose, every silence had a reason, and every hidden detail is about to be revealed in its fullness. When she emerges from this unveiling, she will no longer be the same. The timidness, the hesitation, the uncertainty, these will vanish. She will rise with clarity, authority, and a strength that even her enemies will be forced to respect. Type Amen 5757 to declare her unstoppable rise into her divine destiny. And so, the heavens speak with urgency. This is your final chance to know the truth. Do not turn away. Do not dismiss the stirring in your spirit. For your daughter's life, her future, and her calling are all being aligned right now in ways that cannot be undone. The truth is not here to harm, it is here to heal. It is not here to destroy, it is here to deliver. What is about to unfold will not only protect her, but it will set her on the path she was always meant to walk. You will see the transformation with your own eyes. The moment she steps into freedom will be the moment her true destiny begins to unfold, and nothing, no shadow, no lie, no hidden enemy, will ever be able to stop her again. Type Amen 9999 if you believe the final unveiling is here, and her freedom has already begun.